Hey guys, Outside TV, TVA Summit. Excited to be chatting with Josh from Lavabox. Josh, great to see you.
Woo. Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, tell us where you are.
I'm actually at my house in Denver. I was just at the factory, as you know,
Yeah.
and I had to come home because I'm in a former slaughterhouse. Scott, you don't understand. This place is very scary, steel doors, but with a new business,
Right.
take what you can get. So I'm in a really scary.
Super beefy, no pun intended, building, but
Nice.
Wi-Fi can be a little tricky. I get it. Hey, Lavabox, super cool product. You and I connected on this thing. I was just genuinely excited when I saw it. I'm just kind of a regular guy. Love being outside. I looked at this. I was like, this stuff is cool. We have to talk to you. Tell me about it.
Thanks. I appreciate it. So I work in the outdoor industry and have for many years as a guide, and I work at the National Sports Center for the Disabled and sit on the board for Colorado Whitewater Association. And I was on a trip, and we were kind of into the season. You know, we had the fire bans were in place, and somebody said, you know, I make all kinds of weird stuff, including adaptive equipment. And someone said, Josh, man, make us something that we can put on the boat that'll pass fire bans. So it really wasn't about altruism yet, but started off as just like a utilitarian thing, you know. We're like, oh man, we need a real campfire that we can put on the boat, that we can actually get around, because those big round pits put out a very little bit of fire, and they're hard to lug around, especially on the
I was going to say they're super awkward, right? In your product, we're going to start putting pictures on screen here, so guys can check it out. I mean, but super cool. They're portable. They throw out a ton of heat. They just work. All kinds of different applications. Tell me about the different versions you have.
Yeah, so the first one, just so people are familiar with the Vessel. The Vessel is an actual 50 cal ammo can, and it is a real 50 cal ammo can that we have made brand new. So you can't use old ones. They may have lead in them. You know, there's all kinds of questions. So we have a 50 cal, which is about, you know, it's a 11-inch by 5.5 inch. So it's small, right? It's really small, but that is the trick.
Super beefy, but compact.
100%, super tough. I mean, there's a reason they survived through the end of World War II to now. I mean, there are boxes that are still around to this day. They almost look the same. So that's why I said we decided to put a fire in that thing. That's our small one called the Tabletop Volcano, and that's our most popular item because of the size. People put in their overland vehicles. People put it on their sleds for skiing, all those kind of things. So
then there's a bigger unit as well, right?
There is a bigger version, called the Krakatoa Fire Breather.
I love it.
And if you saw, you know why we call it that. It's insane. It's a 20mm rocket box. For those of you who are rafters, it's the Gruber size box. But it puts out 200,000 BTUs of fire. It's like, with no wind, it's about a 6-foot tall fire.
Josh, I mean, rewind on that point. For, you know, we all know what BTUs, a lot of us know what BTUs are, right? 200. How many BTUs again?
Yeah. So British thermal units, right? And normally the little fire pits you buy at home are like 48,000,
right?
Max. So even the biggest one you can buy out there is 68,000 right now, and I think that's one of my competitors, I guess.
This is 200,000.
Yes. So I know
we're gonna light up the whole place, right?
It's awesome. So if you got like a big group, Scott, that's the secret. Like, you get a big group,
for sure.
It's nice to have that monster flame. I mean, really, everybody stays warm. It feels good, and it's a little different because it's inside that box, so it's protected from the wind. It's a very different design, and that's why we've been getting these awards.
Josh, gotta let you go in about 30 seconds here, but two things that I want to slide in before we time out here. Where can you get them? We'll circle back to that. We have the website at the bottom of the screen here. Cool name for the website, by the way. And what are the applications for these? Camping, your deck, maybe you're outside of your home, you got a cool patio, works in all those spots, right?
Definitely. Also tailgating, don't forget that, because it's amazing for tailgating. Perfect for that, because you can still cook on it. And then we have them, at retailers all over the country, but mostly centered in the West. And of course, on our website at fireanytime.com. Okay,
Josh, a real pleasure. We're gonna team up again. We want to get one of these in action for another review right Outside TV. So let's do that next time. Great seeing you. Cheers from Colorado. Hang tight in downtown Denver.
Good to see you too. Let's do some s'mores.
Okay, you got it. Come in.